Hey, everybody, welcome to Coffee Plus Mochi. I'm Christie.
And I'm Maddie.
We are your favorite place for internet lore, pop culture topics, and all things. I don't want to say all things girly. Jeez.
What's
All
wrong
right, we're
with being
working.
girly? I don't get it. Yeah,
Okay,
what's wrong
guys,
with
we're
that?
working. We're working on our tagline, so please bear with us. It's gonna change probably 20 more times, but for now, it's pretty much everything we decided to talk about. So first, Maddie, how's it going?
First, before we move on, I do want to talk about this girly thing. Um, so I don't know if you've ever watched Supergirl, but in Supergirl, she was very angry that I can't remember the main reporter's name, called her Supergirl rather than Superwoman. And the reporter was like, "Why? I'm a girl. You're a girl. What's wrong with the word girl? We're all females, and it shouldn't be something that we don't feel empowered by." So I just wanted to point that out that it could totally be something fine. Girly can be totally fine.
You're right, but it's interesting that you bring that up because I always struggle with the terms girl and woman. Like when I say something like say I'm talking to, say I have a male friend and I'm like, oh, what kind of girls do you like? It's like I catch myself because this person is probably a full-blown adult and it's weird asking a man what kind of girls he likes. But it's like I'm used to saying girl and I feel like at my big age, I've officially crossed that threshold where I should start saying woman. I don't know. It's just
Okay, I
natural.
see.
It comes natural to me. But yeah, I'm okay with things girly. I just don't. I guess I struggle with that in our tagline. I don't know why. I don't know
I
why. But it's maybe you're right. Being girly is not a bad thing. So maybe I'll just embrace it.
No, I actually had the same issue, but then when I saw that episode, I was like, you know what, you're right. Being a girl is not a horrible thing. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna start working on that myself. So then when you said that right now, I just was like, this would be an excellent opportunity to discuss that.
I think I've seen maybe the first couple episodes and I never went back. And it wasn't because I wasn't interested. I just, started watching other things. But yeah,
I get it.
thanks
I
for
think I
that.
oh sorry. But no, I skipped the last season. I probably should go back and watch it, but I get it. You get busy with life.
Yeah. So how's your life right now, Maddie?
Good. So, I was supposed to start a show with you. What was the show? I'm sorry, I forgot the name already.
All of Us Are Dead on
I know.
Netflix.
I know. I told you I'd watch it, but I got too obsessed with The Untamed. I don't know if I mentioned if I had started watching it yet. I don't think I did. I think I said I was going to start watching it. Um, but I'm now on episode 36, which is
Dang, how many episodes are there?
50.
Okay.
They're each 45 minutes to an hour long.
No way. You're joking.
No.
50-hour-ish episodes? And that's one season.
Yeah, so in Korea and China, I've noticed they don't do second seasons. They do the full thing, whatever they're gonna do, and that's it. They don't go back from what a lot of shows that
Wow.
I've seen. So, for example, a lot of them will be 20 episodes, but it's the full thing. There's not going to be another season. So,
Okay.
this one was 50, and I thought that was amazing because normally you get about 20. So when I saw there was 50, I was like, I have to watch these. And I did not expect them to be hour long, just to let you know, but they were.
But you're
I
on
love it.
episode 36.
Yeah, it's worth it, 100%. I recommend The Untamed because, okay, I've read the novel, but I've also read the manga well, actually, technically in Chinese. So I should probably explain this. So normally when you talk about a manga and an anime, those are Japanese phrases for those things, but the equivalent of a manga uh, for a Chinese manga is actually called a manhwa, which is manhua. So it's a bit different. And then for Korean, that would be manhwa, manhwa. So there's just different names because, they're different cultures, countries. And
Hmm.
then so Dongwa is an anime. So I watched the anime with the dongwa, technically, and I've read the manhwa, everything that's out, and I've read the novel of it. So this is just like another piece, which I really, really love. And there's so much, it didn't change enough that I'm like, oh, this is horrible. But there's new details that we learned from watching the
Hmm.
live action. And I'm like, I have so many emotions and I have no one to talk to about them because my friend just started episode 2.
That is amazing. I think I've ever seen like an adaptation give more detail than the original.
So much detail. I love it so much. Like there was so many small things and I'm like, "Huh, why did that happen?" And then I think about it and I'm like, "Oh, it's because of that little detail from the book that they did it that way." And I'm just like, "Oh." And I've watched so many TikToks of behind the scenes for these two characters, like the main actors, and I'm kind of just so obsessed at this point. I just want to
Aww.
finish it, but I don't want to finish it at the same time. So it's very hard
Yeah,
because
because you don't want it to be over.
once I finish this, I'm done with the whole thing because I've already watched everything. I've read everything. This is like the last
When you
piece.
say novel, that you've already read the novel, is that like an American adaptation or the graphic novel?
It's like the actual like book novel.
Oh, got it. Okay.
And that one I was fortunate enough to read before it's the English book was actually started to be published here. Because
Okay.
now you have to wait like for volume 2, and there's going to be I think 8 volumes. I have to wait until I think August for volume 2 or something like that. So I'm happy I read it already, so I don't have to wait. It was illegal. Well, actually, okay, it's not illegal. It was no, it was the fan made translation. They took it down once they announced that there was going to be an official translation. So if you go online
Okay.
right now, you cannot see it anymore. It was before that was released.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm just so excited for that. Sorry, I could talk about this for literally a whole episode. So let's just move on to how your week was. Or have you
Mine's was
watched
good.
anything?
Yes, last time I was giving Sex in the City, and just like that, right? And just like
Yes.
that, I was giving it a really hard time. I went back and finished episode 1, and then I was hooked. I didn't finish it yet. So unfortunately we can't resolve this, but I'm at episode um 3. I saw Big's funeral. I saw I don't even remember now because I started watching that, and then I switched over to All of Us Are Dead,
Mhm.
and it's so good. So yeah, just to put a button on it. Sex in the City. I'm back into it. I love it so far. We'll see if I still feel
Okay.
like that once I finish it. But you need to watch All of Us Are Dead. I haven't finished it either, but man, it is quite the story. It's funny. It's actually hilarious. It's a for anyone who hasn't started watching it, and also mainly for you, Maddie. It is pretty much about a zombie outbreak that starts in a high school. This is ground zero for this zombie outbreak in Korea, and that's pretty much what happens. Like I don't want to give away any of the main details, but you kind of follow this main group of kids, and it's just funny. There's a lot of
Okay, so it's not like Train to Busan. I think that's what it was called.
okay. So honestly, like that was our first thought when we saw this because that's the last zombie movie we saw. So that was the first one that came to mind, of course, but it is very different. The type of zombie is very different. We get to see the reasons why they're turning, and there's just a lot of information that we're given that a lot of zombie movies tend to leave out. So I think this is really just a next level zombie movie or series. And yes, every episode is about an hour long, but it's only like 12 episodes. So you don't have to worry there. One of the characters you might recognize, you did see Squid Game, right?
Of course.
So you remember the main contestant, how there was 3 left, the last woman standing, last girl standing, her best friend, pretty much the only friend that she made in that place. Her name, the actress name is Liu Mish, and she's actually a very detestable character. And so it's awesome because in Squid Game, I feel like she was a lot more likable. In this one, you can't stand her. And I'm making an assumption. I can tell you're no one can stand her. She's super annoying. She's a gossip girl, but that's not the most annoying part. She's like literally the worst human being. And it's you have to watch it. I don't want to give away too much because you haven't, and I feel like you're gonna love this show. So I'm
Okay.
gonna leave that one open.
Since you mentioned Squid Game, though, I did want to mention though that my friend and I, Sandra, we collect pins. She got me into collecting pins, and I just got a pin in the mail. It was a Squid Game pin, and it's the most adorable pin. And I don't know, I just wanted to mention that because I love it so much.
I saw that. I saw that you had posted about it. That is it was the main um the what was it, the game, the red light green light game,
Yeah, it
right?
was it
That
was the
the
little girl,
character.
and I just loved it. And it was also like the little Dalgona piece. And then I got one of the guards. I don't remember which one I got. I think I got the main guard, the head guard. Is that the one that had the triangle? I
I
think I
don't
could be wrong.
remember now.
And I'm obsessed with them. So yeah, if anyone well, actually you can't get it anymore because it was a special order.
Really? It sold out?
Yeah, this girl, her name is Teal Teacup. She makes well, that's the name of her account. She makes the cutest pins. She does like all animes and all like pop culture types of pins, and I just love her. And every month she does like a different pin, and that was like I think November's pin, and it finally came in, and I was just so excited for that. It's just so cute.
Oh, awesome. I'm really happy for you.
Yeah, it was like the one thing during like the last couple years that my friend and I could do together without being together. So we would literally just like find different pin makers and we would just wait for their online shops to drop and then we would just go buy the pins we want. So sometimes she'd like be in charge of one pin and I'd be in charge of buying another pin so we could get them in time because
Oh, I
normally you'd
love
go to
that.
conventions. Yeah, but
Yeah.
no conventions, so now we're like weirdos texting each other, "Did you get it? Did you get it?" So it's pretty
Yeah.
cool though.
I feel like we're in a time right now where everyone's kind of trying to find ways to stay connected. So I think that's a really cool way.
Yeah, definitely.
One thing that my sister and I started doing recently is we have a fitness challenge going, $100 to whoever can document their journey the best. So it's not so much about how much you're losing; it's mostly about being just being good at recording the progress, and also I think the main thing we wanted to get out of it is because we're incorporating fitness into it. It kind of keeps you on your A game just because you have to keep writing it down. And so one of the aspects that we had aside from writing it down is visual proof. So
Mhm.
every time we work out, we'll send a picture to each other and I'll be like, done. And she'll just send me a picture like at 5 in the morning because she works out super early and she'll be like, oh, I'm at the gym right now. And so it's really cool because our relationship, it hasn't been as close because we haven't seen each other as often as we used to. Like my sister's my best friend, so it's it's been awesome. So it's actually been about a month since we started, and this weekend she's going to be coming over. We're going to hang out for the whole weekend because we have the Super Bowl, and we're going to have our cheats and everything. So I've been kind of like doing little cheats here and there, but just trying to be mainly keto. So that's my big thing. But also trying to exercise 5 times a day. 5 times a day. That's crazy. 5 times a week.
I was about to
So
say. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm
that's next
happy
level for anybody.
that it's 5 times a week. That's amazing.
Yeah, so that's what I've been trying really hard to do, and I've been seeing some of the progress showing already. So it's definitely that's the motivation for me. But one of the things that was I think key is the writing things down and just being held accountable by someone else, just having to send those pictures. So
Yeah, so when you said documenting, you just mean like sending it to each other. You don't mean like on Facebook or not Facebook, on like Instagram posting. You didn't mean like that, right?
no, yeah, I'm just I keep a note document and I just write down for the day what I did. And it's mostly in terms of like, this is what I ate for the day, and this is how much water I drank. And then as far as working out, I'll either say yes or no, and then I'll have a picture to accompany it. And so basically, once this is over, we gave ourselves 6 months to complete this challenge. Once it's
Wow.
over, we're going to go week by week, and whoever did the most documentation wins the $100.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and our whole thing is like if we're pretty close, it's pretty much a tie, then we're just gonna each use the $100 and go do like a spa day or treat ourselves to something nice.
That's cute.
Yeah, so it's been cool.
That's great. So since you mentioned like exercise and like eating healthy and keto and everything, so for me, I can't do keto just because of health reasons, but I started calorie counting again when I was younger. I used to calorie count and I lost a lot of weight when I was younger doing that. To be fair though, I was exercising for like 3 hours a day because of basketball in high school. Even during like for us, even when we were on break, like we weren't in season, my coach was crazy. So we did like an hour or 2 hours of conditioning, or an hour of conditioning, an hour of weight room, and then an hour of actual practice every day. So it was crazy. But obviously, I don't have that anymore. So I'm just calorie counting, and I lost a pound this week. So yay, that's a start.
Yay.
So I'm very
Yay.
happy about that. And I
I
I'm oh sorry, go on.
I was just gonna ask you, how are you keeping track?
Oh, let me look. It's one of those apps in your phone. I can pull it up. My Fitness Pal. I like
Okay.
My Fitness Pal. It's very easy. It has everything I generally eat. So it's just simple to keep count of everything. And I work really well at that. Once I like have an amount that I need to eat or I'm not supposed to eat, I'm totally fine. I'm good about keeping it. I also like that, like, whenever I walk or something, because I do try to walk every day for at least 30 minutes to an hour now, because I'm also trying to get more into walking, because I work from home, so I don't get a lot of time to move around. Um, so
Yeah.
just getting out of the house for like an hour with the dogs and just walking them has been very, very helpful. But I just like that it keeps track of all my steps. So that's awesome too.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I think that's the first step toward rock climbing, like we were talking about, right? So
Yes.
if that's gonna happen, yes, totally. I love that. I love that. I used to use my Fitness Pal before too, but I don't know why I didn't think to use that this time. I might switch over to that. It might be easier than just jotting, like writing it in my notes.
A lot of
It's
work.
not, yeah, it's not as seamless as if I just went, because my Fitness Pal has like a calendar or something, right?
Yeah, also you can add friends to it. So if you and your sister want to like
Actually, like keep tabs on each other. Yeah.
yeah.
Right
And
now I'm
like
sending your screenshots. So yeah, I like that.
yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, one of the things that I've been eating a lot because I've been able to put it into my Fitness Pal because it's already there because it's just a copycat meal is the Starbucks egg bites. And they
Those are
turn
my
out
favorite things that Starbucks has. I love them so much.
okay, so they turn out really well, but the directions said not to that they can only be out for 3 days. So that's fine.
Oh,
Yeah, in the fridge. So when I put them in the microwave from the fridge, they turn out perfectly fine. But I had to freeze a couple of them because I wasn't gonna finish them in 3 days because I was only eating two in the morning. They tasted really weird, and I just highly don't recommend freezing them. Next time, what I'm gonna do is actually make them a bit bigger because they ended up flattening out way smaller than Starbucks egg bites. So my hope is that they'll be bigger and they won't look as deflated.
are they as fluffy, like spongy and like soft and creamy and
100
delicious?
unless you put them in the freezer and then they just taste really weird and I highly don't recommend that. But if you eat them from the fridge after they've cooled, totally fine. Just yeah,
Oh,
not
okay. Okay, you have to send me the recipe. Justin and I were trying to figure out how to make those, and the time that we did it, they just were very porous. So they didn't have that smooth texture.
yeah, Justin said that you guys use like cream cheese or something.
You'd mentioned that possibly cottage cheese would make it better. Did you use that in your recipe?
Yes, I use cottage cheese, 4% cottage cheese because there's a small like I think it comes in a yellow container. There's a yellow and a pink container at the store. I think we
Okay.
got the yellow one, and that one tasted fine. It tasted pretty much exactly the same. I did put too much hot sauce in it because the recipe does call for a little bit of hot sauce.
What the?
Yeah, because when you actually make them without the hot sauce, they're a little bit lighter. But then if you add that little bit of hot sauce, it makes it more yellow. I'm assuming Starbucks just puts yellow food dye in there.
That's so interesting. I'm okay. Please send it to me. And then we'll also link it for you guys, or you can catch us on Instagram and we'll post it in our links. But
Yeah.
all right. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about, which I talked about last time, was my book. Still waiting for people to join my book club. So if you guys want to join, please let me know. Still taking members. It's called Life's Too Short. That's the book we're reading right now. Well, that's the book I'm reading right now. And this book is by Abby Jimenez. I've spoken about it before, but just wanted to give a check-in. I'm on chapter
Episode.
on episode. Oh my gosh, I watch too much TV. I am on chapter like 5 or 6. It is great. A lot of the story just revolves this character whose name is Vanessa. The main character has some kind of a potential terminal illness. She's not 100% sure, but she has an idea that she might be passing away in a year. It's basically a story about her and her super, the owner of the building that she lives in, how their lives collide, and the chaos that ensues. I'll just leave it at that. So, yeah, if anyone's reading it with us, please let us know because I am so in love with it. It's just so good. I'm in so excited about it. Oh, and then before we get into our stories for the week, I just wanted to mention this week, Love is Blind is coming out with some new episodes. Actually, today, if you guys are listening to this on the day that it comes out, today there's new episodes of Love is Blind. Maddie, do you know what Love is Blind is?
No, but I feel like I should based on what you just said.
So basically, there's been a couple seasons so far. The first season was here in America, second season was in Brazil. And the whole premise of the show is these people get to meet their potential mates um, without ever seeing each other. They speak to each other, they get to know each other, and then they get to decide whether or not they want to get married. So they can propose to each other. And so once they proposed, then they meet. Once they've accepted, obviously, they meet and then they go on a honeymoon um, before they get married. And basically, I think the way it goes is they have like a certain amount of time um, to decide if they want to still be together. The whole idea is that you can get to know somebody a lot better with when you're not focused on their looks. And so the first season, had some successes, and the second season I honestly didn't even finish it because I was not super excited about the characters. Or sorry, they're not characters, this is like a real, supposedly, this is like a real show.
Real
And
life.
so real life, yeah, like they all have careers, they all have, if you're a fan of Married at First Sight, you would absolutely love this show. Have you seen Married at First Sight?
No, I'm not really into like married shows where people are getting married, but I will
That's
try
fair.
it. I don't even watch The
Married at
Bachelor.
First Sight. I'm not into that. Married at First Sight. If you're into that, you're gonna love Love is Blind. I'm the kind of person that I just love love. And so I'm so excited the stories we're gonna be talking about this week. So Maddie, you want to take it away?
Yes, so I chose some stories off of the Reddit thread Valentine's Day. So these stories are kind of all about what should I do? Um, just like asking what they should do for their loved ones, whether it be like getting a gift for their loved one, what type of like restaurants they should take them to, like what's suitable, and all those different types of questions that I think that a lot of first timers in relationships probably are asking. I could be wrong. Or someone like, that wants to plan a wonderful day but doesn't have anyone to talk to. So they came to Reddit, and I thought these stories were super sweet. Um, I didn't read through them completely. I just kind of read the gist of it in the beginning and was like, okay, I kind of like this one or not. And yeah, some of them I actually haven't read at all because I just read the titles and I thought they were cute. So I think they're going to be sweet.
I love it. Okay. I haven't read any of these, but I'm really excited to hear them. So, yeah, let's get into it.
Okay, this one is very short, but I think it's a good way to start it off. It says, looking for a gift ASAP. Hi, I'm looking for a specific gift for my boyfriend and I online. I was thinking of a lock and key necklace, two necklaces, of course. We are long distance, so I'm thinking for a set that has each necklace sold separately or a site that allows delivery for the set pieces to be sent to two different places, if that makes sense.
A lock and key.
Yes.
Okay, so I feel like this person isn't really asking for it, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say maybe don't get that gift.
I have a question. Do females get gifts for their boyfriends on Valentine's Day? Is that normal? Because
Definitely.
it is. Okay. So I was under the impression that it was just the male that got a gift for the female. So I'm
No,
assuming that's wrong.
I think it probably varies from relationship to relationship, but I can't imagine that um anybody wouldn't want to receive a gift. I have given thoughtful gifts in the past, and the ones that I feel landed the most were things that my significant other thought like could actually use. I guess he could probably use a necklace, but I can't imagine that he's gonna want to wear a little lock or key necklace all the time. Like that's a sentimental gift, and that's something that'll probably go in a box somewhere.
I don't know. To me, I feel like it's more of a gift for her and him when it should just be a gift for him, maybe. Because she said it's for both of them. Do you know what I mean? Maybe. At least to me, if I'm going to get a gift for someone, it's not going to be a gift for both of us. Do you know what I mean?
Agreed.
Yeah. Actually, you know what I just thought about as you were talking? Have you started watching How I Met Your Father? It's on Hulu.
I haven't started. That was a reboot that I was really excited about
Can
because
I?
Hilary Duff is in it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, she's not. Her name is actually Hilary Duff, right?
Yes, I think
Okay,
so.
sorry. I'm like, is that the character? No.
No, that was
Ms.
Lizzie McGuire.
McGuire.
Yeah.
Okay, go for
Um,
it.
okay, this is gonna be a spoiler, just let anyone know. So, yeah, I'm sorry.
Just go ahead like 30 seconds.
Okay, yeah. Um, are you okay with a spoiler for yourself?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, one of the characters in How I Met Your Father wears an engagement ring, one of the male characters with his girlfriend, his fiance, and he was like, "Yeah, I wear one too." And it was just a really cute thing. And then they were like, "That's so weird." But then in the episode, all the girls that were like trying to flirt with him, he was like, "Sorry." And they're like, "Oh, that's so useful."
Oh, yeah,
So I don't know why
that's
that came
true.
back. So when you the necklace thing, I was thinking, "Oh, that's kind of a way to say like I'm taken." I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
I'm wrong.
that's true. I really don't know where this person could get something quick like this made. But I would say if you're gonna do it as something sentimental, like you gotta engrave it. It's gotta be personal, because
Hmm.
just like a regular lock and key, I can't imagine that that's gonna make like
Then
them
feel
feel
special.
special,
Yeah.
because is this something that was very specific to you guys? Like maybe the lock and key is from a specific conversation or something, and then I jumped to conclusions, and I will admit that I was wrong, because then maybe your boyfriend's gonna really appreciate it. So don't listen to me.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next one.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, it says Valentine's special. I am planning something special for the girl I love. She was my college sweetheart. Then we were off for 3 years due to some things we never addressed. But now we met finally, and this is going to be my first Valentine's Day with her after a long time. Though in India, she can't go out during the Valentine's week due to her parents. So I decided to surprise her by going outside her colony, fly a lot of helium balloons, which can balance the weight of a coded message on a big white sheet, written very large and bold that she can view from her balcony window and only she would be able to decipher. She will not know this. I will fly the balloons and ask her to come to the balcony. Wanted to know how this idea sounds. Is this childish? Some of my friends are saying it's very childish. Um, it sounds like you really love her a lot.
I'm cringing right now. I'm sorry, why am I this person? I'm like, I love, but also I hate everything. Okay, I think this person sounds very sweet. They're really trying to show this person that they care. They really care about them.
They really, really care, like a lot.
Really care. But and so it seems so okay, so they were together during college, then they broke it off for 3 years due to some issues.
Mm-hmm.
And now this is the first Valentine's Day after a long time. So I'm guessing they know each other pretty well. So I'm not gonna go from there because I know um if if OP is saying that this sounds very childish, I'm guessing I don't know if the friends know her and that's why they're saying, oh, she wouldn't be into this. But if he knows that she's into this, then I'm just gonna say it sounds like a movie.
It
And
does.
I'm personally not I love getting flowers and chocolate, treats and things. But helium balloons with a sign, I would pretty much die. I would be like, oh no, please don't ever do that again. Thank you for the sentiment, but it was a little too much. And so I can see this person, it seems like they're trying to go a little bit extra. They're trying to do a little bit extra because they haven't been together. They had some issues. And so now this is their first time being together after all this time. So they're trying to go above and beyond. But sometimes it's just about being a little bit more subtle, It's just send her something sweet and
Yeah, definitely. I would be mortified, but I also don't like big, huge gestures like that. Um, but maybe this girl does. Maybe that's like her thing, you know? Different people have different love languages. Um, but yeah, some people like that. Some people's love languages, they're like want all that like attention, you know? And then there's some people that don't need that. So
is that a love language?
actually, there are 5 different types of love languages. There might be more, but the ones that I know of are words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. So for words of affirmation, that's pretty much just like getting compliments of affection, encouragement. Um, and that can affect you if it's good or bad, right? So if you do,
Mm-hmm.
so that's important. Acts of services would just be things that you do for your partner. I'm sure Justin does. I'm pretty sure Justin definitely does a lot of acts of services, right? He's that type of
Yeah, he likes
person.
cooking, he'll clean, he just likes doing things for other people. So
Receiving gifts. Your love language is that you like to receive gifts, and that's how you like know that someone cares about you. And I feel like Justin definitely likes to give gifts, not specifically receive them, right?
yeah, Justin definitely likes to give gifts. He loves giving gifts. He also likes to receive them. So I think that's one of his love languages as well.
Sorry, Justin, we're bringing you up all the time, but you're like my only example at the moment. Sorry. Anyways, okay, next one, the quality of time. That's where you just like need undivided attention. You want that time with your partner. Um, I personally know I like to have quality time with my partner. Whenever I have a
Mm.
partner, I am currently single. But for me, I think quality time is really important with your partner. Um, and the last one, physical
Totally.
touch.
That's my love language as well.
Quality time.
Quality
Should I?
time. I love spending time just doing things that are like making memories. That's my big thing. So
Yeah, me
yeah.
too. And then the last one, physical touch. I know some people definitely don't care for like getting holding hands, PDA, kissing, hugging. I know some people like PDA, some people don't like PDA, but that's definitely another one. So yeah, those are the
Yeah, that's
5
that's one of
ones.
mine as well. Awesome. Thanks for taking us through those. I think that's going to be really helpful as we're reading the stories today.
I agree.
For all we know, the reason that they were not together for so long was because she had issues with him showing his affection for her. For all we know, this is him being like, here, look, I'm showing everyone how much you mean to me. Um, and so I'm not going to judge based on that, like how she's going to feel about it, because I'm guessing he knows her. But the question was, is this childish? I don't think it's childish, you know? Like you said, some people like grand gestures. I don't think that's just going to go away.
Yeah.
If
My
if
only
that's a kind of
thought, sorry, my only thought was that what he means by childish is, like how homecoming or like prom, the promposals, maybe they mean it's childish in that sense because it's kind of, it gives off promposal vibes to me.
yeah.
So, but so what? If that's what she likes, who
Yeah.
cares?
And it
So
sounds like
yeah.
he's putting a lot of thought into it. And also, I can't even say that, oh, he's doing this because he wants everybody to know X, Y, and Z, because he's saying that there's going to be a message on there. It's going to be a coded message that no one can understand but her. So, and it's going to be in her colony, which I'm guessing it's like in her apartment complex or her neighborhood. I don't know, somewhere where she lives. And so it's not going to be directly outside of her balcony. You know what I mean? So it's not like he's trying to,
Embarrass her or
point
anything.
arrows at, exactly. He's not trying to embarrass her. He's just doing something that is very grandiose.
That's very true to me. I think when I heard the whole balloon thing, my whole thought was, oh my gosh, it's going to be in front of so many people. But that's true. He said that he just wants her to come out to her balcony, which means there's not going to be like a bunch of people out there. No one's going to be like looking at her because anyone could go outside to look at this weird balloon thing in the sky, right? So it's really not that big a deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm starting to think, no, it's fine. It's not. The more we talked about it, I think it's fine. It's not childish.
Yeah, I think he's putting a lot of thought into this, and it doesn't seem like he's not doing anything that's gonna embarrass her. He's not writing her name on the thing, and I think it's cool. I
So there
personally
are
wouldn't like it, but good for them.
Oh, wait, there are two comments, so I just wanted to read them. Actually, there's only one comment, and then he or this person responded. So the only comment here is, "It's not good for the environment. Also, if she's also is she a flashy person? If not, this might be too much. I am also skeptical if it will work how you think it will." So, and then
Mm.
the person responded, "Why will it harm the environment if I wrap everything when done? Keeping execution success aside, as I have friends to help, what do you suggest even if she is not showy or flashy? How would it make
She's
her
not that kind of
feel?"
a person.
No, this is, what would you suggest if she's not a showy, flashy person?
So so she's not that kind of a person.
I guess. Oh wow, this are
Okay.
actually more comments. Okay. Um, if I may ask, why would you not like this? Question mark. Um, okay, this just goes on really long. So this person says that they're a low-key person, so they don't want stuff like that to be embarrassing. And then he just responds, "Your choice of love language is also very beautiful." But yeah, just goes on because that actually the person here responded and said, some people aren't those type of people that like those things. So it looks like actually he's already been answered, but um, still, I thought it was a
So he
good one.
confirmed she's not really a flashy person.
It sounds like
So
it.
I wonder which way you went. Oh, this is all recent, right? So these are all for this Valentine's Day that's happening in a few days.
Yeah, I think that he put the person posted 2 days ago. Okay, Christy. So how do we feel about this?
I think it's a cute present. I think he is taking into account the kind of person that she is. So it sounds like he's gonna probably change his mind, but off the top, it shows that he cares about her. So I think it's cool.
I agree with you. I think it's a good present. Depending on what type of person she is. If she's a person that likes this, 100%. If she's not, I'm sure she'll appreciate it anyways, but she might be mortified. But yeah,
But again, right? Like because he's not putting any information on it that's directly specific to her. I think
yeah.
there's a little bit of a margin for just in case she doesn't like it, it'll be okay.
Yeah. All right, let's move on then.
All right.
Okay, next story. Advice for a specific gift I have in mind. Not sure if this type of post is allowed, but I have a really specific idea in mind for a Valentine's Day gift for my girlfriend. I want to take a picture of each of her cats and turn them into a stencil type earring so that one cat would go on one ear while the other would go on the other ear. Any advice about where to go about asking around to get something like this made would be great. Thanks.
I'm obsessed with this. I love this so much. This is so thoughtful and I love everything about it. Advice about where to go about asking around to get something like this. I think probably Etsy. Etsy
Yeah.
would be like the first place that I would go for something like that.
Yeah, I agree that they should definitely go on Etsy, but because this post is pretty old, I would definitely contact the seller of Etsy to see if they have time to even get it made or if they can like rush the shipping or something, like, overnight it. But I think it's a cute idea. But definitely, yeah, I do agree that Etsy is a great place to get like customized pieces. I've gotten a lot of customized things on Etsy that are really cute.
I can't tell exactly what kind of material they want, but whatever it is, you're right. Etsy might take too long with the amount of time that we have before Valentine's Day. So I feel like this is something where they could possibly just reach out to some local artists, maybe just go on social media and do a search for some artisans local to them and just reach out directly to them, send a quick DM and be like, this is what I would like. Is this something that you could do? Of course, be safe about it. Don't be just sending money to random people on the internet. Do your research. But I think that's the only hope because yeah, we don't have a lot of time left. This is a really cool idea. I think this is something that anybody would really enjoy getting. I mean, unless they don't like handmade gifts, which is also fair, but I think it's really thoughtful. So that's cool.
Okay, so quick question. How would you find a local artisan? Because personally, you saying that to me, I was like, because I have no idea how I would do that. Like, I don't know how I would go about that.
Okay, so this is what I would do. The first thing I would do is I would go on the internet and search um, handmade earrings,
Okay.
right? I would see if there's anybody that considers himself a business locally, and then I would go on their Google business. I would see if they have a website. I would see if they have social media, and I would just be looking for reviews, looking for testimonials, looking for anyone that can say they did a great job. But what I tend to do when I'm looking for somebody that I'm like researching someone that I've never worked with or a company that this is the first time I'm gonna get services from them, I always look at the bad reviews because if I can deal with the worst review that someone would have, then I'm like, okay, depending on what the review is, if it's like I ordered from them and then the order never came, things like that is a no-go. Like it needs to be something where the product was faulty or it never came or they took my money and disappeared, something like that. So that's what I would do. I would go on the internet and just haul butt because you got a few days. So
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good because that's I think why I don't ever like do anything custom because I don't know anywhere like to look for that. So that's good information to actually have. Like the most I would do for custom would be going to the mall and getting like a shirt done. That's like the only
I
thing I
was
can
gonna
think of.
say I was gonna say that because they have those kiosks at the mall, and you know what they had in the San Fernando Valley. There's a mall called Northridge Mall, and they used to do like the third Sunday or just like a couple days a month, where they would do a local artisans shop, and it was just a small section of the mall. It would just be a bunch of tables set up with local artists, and actually there was a lot of jewelry makers there. So I think that was my first answer, but then, because a lot of people, um, depending on where you are, maybe the malls aren't open or maybe they're not doing events like that anymore. My second thing before that I was thinking was maybe going to a farmer's market because that would be the best place to find local artists. But yeah,
Hard right now.
if you're doing online, that's the best way. You just got to really, really vet the people that you want to work with.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. I think that's very good information, to be honest with you, because I would be so terrified to go do that. I would like have to be
Yeah.
on Instagram for hours trying to find someone, and they probably wouldn't be local, and you'd have to deal with all of that. All right, Christy. So, what do we think about this story overall?
Yeah, I think I love so far, I'm just gonna say I love these this subreddit. It's just people asking for asking for feedback on their present ideas, but also getting unsolicited opinions for the ones that aren't asking. We're like, this is how I feel about your present selection, sir or ma'am. And I think with this one in particular, I just love the idea so much. This person obviously has thought about the present and they care enough to, like, obviously they were looking and they didn't have any luck, or maybe they were like, this is my first thought and I'm gonna get some help. And I think um that's a present that I would personally like to get. So that's my opinion, is that this is a cute one.
Hint, hint, Justin.
Hint hint. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna move on to the next story then. Okay,
Okay.
this apparently every time I want to read a story, my cat wants to come in my lap. So there you go. All right, next story title: Best messages to write on a card for Valentine's Day. I've never done Valentine's Day before, so this will be my first time, but I wanted to ask this girl that I've been talking to for a while if she wants to be my Valentine. I was just thinking on the card, it will say, "Will you be my Valentine?" or "Will you be my date for Valentine's Day?" But it sounds too simple, and I want it to be cute, but not over the top. The card isn't the only thing I have. There's other stuff as well, but this is the last thing I have to complete, and I'm stuck. She knows I have feelings for her, and she likes me as well, if that helps.
All right. So they're asking for advice on what to write on the card.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think just keeping it too
simple.
simple. I mean, yeah, I mean, this is their first time. I think they're just gonna have to swing for the fence and see what happens. Like, I think it's really admirable to just be blunt like that, you know? They're
Mhm.
just like, you know what? Do you like me? Yes or no? Check the box.
Yeah. You know what? This is like a really, really old story for me. Haven't told many people about it, but this is from when I was in fifth grade. I don't know why it made me think of this story right now because he said it's the first time. I was in fifth grade, and for my class, we had to make Valentine's Day cards. And I had a crush on a boy since first grade, since I first saw him, actually, I remember. And we were in the same class for fifth grade, and we were all making Valentine's Day cards, and I was actually making mine for him, but I wimped out last minute because I was like, I can't do this. So I changed it to, like, I think my mom or something. But after school had ended, because this was the last activity for the day, he was like, Madison, wait up. And I was like, oh, hi. And he gave me the card, said Happy Valentine's Day, and then ran away. I don't know why I thought about
Oh,
that right now. I thought it was very cute
that's
though.
so cute.
And I just stood there shocked because I was like, dang, I should have just made mine for him too then, but I didn't. But I don't know why that made me think about that right now. I thought it was really sweet though because he said it's his first time giving someone a Valentine or asking someone to be Valentine.
What
So
was
I
my
kind of
first
get those
Valentine?
feelings.
I don't know how old this person is, but I think if the person likes them, then asking them to just, will you be my Valentine, is enough.
For sure, like if she likes him already, then yeah, that's totally going to be a great present. Doesn't matter what was said on the inside.
Since I've been with Justin for so long, we don't say like, "Oh, will you be my Valentine's?" Like, that's cute, but we don't say that anymore. It's more like Happy Valentine's Day, you know? So I'm like rambling. I'm like, what do I don't know what to say about this anymore.
All right, Christy, so how do we feel?
I feel that just keeping it simple is the best policy for this. Just say what's in your heart. If you want to say more, if you want to say less, whatever you're feeling is the right thing to write. And there's nothing that you're going there. You're not trying to convince her right now. At this point, the person either wants to be with you or they don't. And that's all.
I
That's all I
agree.
have to say about that.
Definitely just, write what you feel. If she already likes you, as you said, then pretty much anything you write will probably make her heart flutter. So, yeah, just do whatever you need to. I think that no matter what, it's going to have a good outcome for you.
Agreed.
All right, let's move on to the next story. So, this one's a bit longer, but bear with me. So, the title is Hoping to Make Valentine's Day Special, but I Can't Be There. Ideas for a Night in for My Girlfriend and Her Friend. So, it's a bit different than normal.
That's cute.
Right? Okay. I have to be in Vegas for my younger brother's bachelor party on Valentine's Day, and so my girlfriend is having a girls' night in with her single friend, female also. I want to spoil them, but I'm having a hard time figuring out specifics. I can leave stuff with her doorman and throw him a nice tip so that he brings stuff up that I have left for them to enjoy. So far, I was thinking champagne, arranging to order them food from Uber Eats, whatever they want. I'll just give her my password. I trust her completely. She would never abuse it. Plus, it's for two. I'll tell her to try to keep it under $125. But I want to surprise her, so I'm trying to figure out exactly what time her friend is coming over, when they're planning to eat, blah, blah, blah. I think she's starting to think I'm worried about my straight girlfriend hooking up with her straight friend. Just kidding. That's not a real concern. She doesn't think that. I think that. Okay. 3, buy them dessert. And 4, sign into Amazon Prime Movies account so that they can rent whatever they want. 5, what other ideas do you have that will make this night in so amazing for them?
I think if you're willing to spend whatever, if I had the dream night in with a friend, with my sister, with you, whoever, I would love to get spa treatments delivered. So like having a masseuse come in because they come in with like a table, but
Yes.
but along with having massages to also do like some kind of a facial or also having like someone come and do like my nails, because they do house
Yeah.
calls where they could do your nails, so you're like getting your mani and your pedi at the same time. This is like I feel like this is pretty extravagant stuff, so
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going too overboard here, but like, hey, what's gonna make this night amazing? That for me, I'm like completely pampered is what I want to be. At the end of the night, I want to feel completely relaxed and have like shiny new nails and just feel good.
I love that he's like champagne, food, the dessert, Amazon Prime for them even like that's so like over. Okay, actually, if you want instead of having to sign into your Amazon Prime if she already has one, just give her like an Amazon gift card because you can use those to buy any movie or whatever, like a $10 one. I don't think movies are more than that if you're going to rent
Can't
them.
he can also make her an authorized user on his account and then just remove her after that night.
That's true.
So he'll
And
wait.
also, no, but then also, so he says the thing about Uber Eats and signing onto his account, you can also get her an Uber Eats gift card. So, like, there are a lot of things where you don't have to give her your password if you're not comfortable. If you're comfortable, that's different, but definitely you don't need to. Dessert, I would just get chocolate covered strawberries because I love chocolate covered strawberries. I love fruit and I love chocolate. And I feel like Valentine's Day is like the best time to get chocolate covered strawberries. Maybe that's the thing only if you're with your significant other, but I would eat them any day anyways,
Not
so
at
I
all.
think it's valid.
Get not just the chocolate covered strawberries, but get them the whole basket with the fruit.
Like the edible arrangement, right?
Yeah, an edible arrangement. That would be
Definitely.
amazing.
But that's a very sweet idea
What
to do all of
else?
this. I know, we're like,
I think the list already is, I mean, like that would be so cool. That would be so awesome. And he's like, this person is going above and beyond for the girlfriend. So
I think it's so sweet because he knows he's not going to be able to be there that he's doing that. That's extremely sweet. I'm sure that sometimes you can't be with your significant other and just like making them feel special when you can't even be there. That's very, very sweet, very lovey. So, Christy, how do you feel
Yeah,
about
that's so
this? I think you
thoughtful.
feel great, right?
I feel great. I feel like this is so thoughtful, and I think anybody would love to be pampered like this. I don't want to generalize because maybe some people wouldn't, but that's awesome. Like friend Valentine's days are so great. It's awesome spending the night just like hanging out with your friend. So I'm for this for sure.
I agree.
What do you think? How do you feel, Maddie?
I think it's so sweet. I love it. I 100% think that this person is very amazing and is trying to do right for his girlfriend, and that's very, very sweet, and I love it.
Hint, hint, Justin. Wink,
I know,
wink.
right? Yeah, you guys don't have to do anything this year. Just me, you, and your sister. We can have a girls' day instead. Actually, what I was thinking though is that this person, I feel like their love language is definitely to like give gifts to their partner. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what you think, but I love that so much. And I think that definitely, I know people that are like that. Like, for example, Justin, his love language is for sure to give gifts. He loves that. He loves to see people excited for the gifts. That gives him the biggest smile. So I
He
don't know.
loves it.
I feel like this would 100% be him. He would be like trying to do this. Do you know what I mean? If he
Mm-hmm.
couldn't be with you.
Totally.
Okay, and the last one is thinking of what to get this girl I have a crush on. I love this already. All right. So it's
Bring it
kind of
on.
exactly. So it's kind of complicated, but in short, for her birthday a few months ago, I gave her a note that just said happy birthday. Hope you have a good day because she doesn't like getting presents. So for Valentine's Day, I was thinking of getting a small drawstring pouch with the first letter of her name on the front and inside a few chocolate hearts and a note that says happy Valentine's Day. Is it too much? I don't want to end up doing too much than I should be doing. Hmm.
I don't think it's too much. It's not like it's not like this person is getting a bag custom embroidered with the name of the person or like it's not, it's just it has a letter on the pouch and it has a few chocolates and a happy Valentine's Day. I think that's perfect. That's a cute little present. But one thing about it is we don't know like the status of their relationship. So it's a friend, right?
Mm, crush on. So yes, I guess they would be
Oh,
friends.
they have a crush. Okay. What do you think?
I don't know. I definitely feel like this is a younger person because I don't know. I just get that vibe. I don't know about you. Um, I don't know. I feel
Or at
like
least they don't have too much experience with relationships. So, because they're worried that they're doing too
too
much and they
much.
don't know what
Yeah.
they should be doing. So that makes I can see that they're unsure about where the person stands. The person that they like doesn't like gifts.
Yeah.
So I think this is a super minimal gift, and I think this is perfect for someone who doesn't like gifts. Just something sweet. They can eat it, and they don't have to do anything with the bag. Now they can use that bag for jewelry or their watch or whatever.
Yeah. I guess to me, it's just weird in general, just because I feel like I definitely am a person that loves to give gifts. So I would not be able to handle just giving them such a small gift. Um, just because for me, I couldn't do that personally. Maybe that's bad though, because they say they don't like gifts. But I feel like even if someone says they don't like gifts, they still like gifts. I don't know how to explain that. I've never met someone that like has actually hated a gift, but to be fair, I do put a lot of time into my gifts and thought, and even if like I'll ask everyone in the world what they think of the gift first. But I do think if this person really, really doesn't like gifts, that's fine. I've never met someone that actually, I think, truly hated getting gifts or hated a gift that I've gotten them. So I don't know.
Sometimes I struggle with receiving gifts from Justin because I always want to give him something that's more sentimental. And I know that whatever he's going to give me, it's like gonna be expensive, or you know what I mean? And so I always feel like I have a hard time with my gift matching up. Honestly, I love getting gifts, but I struggle with getting gifts from him sometimes. So yeah, I wonder if it's actually a thing where they're feeling a certain way, or if it's that they just say that, like you said.
I think in my family, when we were younger, we definitely, when we received gifts, they were big, grand gifts. So to us, that's how gift giving is supposed to be. Um, the few times I have gotten like I actually don't remember ever getting a sentimental gift, like something that was like, I don't know, specifically like pictures or something. I don't remember ever getting a gift like that. I only ever got something like that I wanted. I don't know if you guys remember back in the day. This is not Valentine's Day specific, but like during Christmas time, you would get those booklets from Toys R Us and you could put little stickers on the most wanted gifts you wanted and the least wanted gifts. Those are pretty much the only, like, we'd get those types of gifts. We never got like anything sentimental that I can think of, like, ever. So maybe that's just because that's how our family was. That's my only thought.
Mhm.
So we would just like
Yeah,
hope and hope for one present, like that, like our number one present, and then we would get that.
that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense because that, like I said, I just hit my mic. Like I said, he loves giving presents, and he loves the excitement in the receiver's face, you know.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm always excited because he gives really good presents. But that was kind of that's like a place where we have kind of struggled before in the past. Is um yeah, one of the first presents that I gave him, I think it was our first Valentine's Day together, was one of those like love coupon books. Have you seen those
Oh
before?
yeah, I've given that to my
Or
mom for
basically it's
Valentine's Day.
like, and so I made him one of those, and like we were like 19 at the time, so it felt right.
Right.
But it's funny because I feel like he would appreciate that more now, because I would probably fill it with a bunch of stuff like you get like 2 hours to yourself, and I'll like be with baby, stuff like that. I would probably do more like service things like that. Um but at the time I think I put like a date night or whatever, like some lovey-dovey stuff in there. And so I don't know that he was super excited. So there was like a few sentimental gifts that I gave like that, like our first few years together. And then I was like, nope, okay, I'm not going to do that anymore. Cause like, you can tell when someone's into something and when they're not. So yeah, I think maybe I was a little too hard on the first story poster, because I was like, they're not going to want a necklace, but you know what? If that's your gift giving style, just keep on with it.
Yeah.
Don't listen to my jaded butt.
Yeah. You know what though? I 100% think that you should get him that this year for Valentine's Day because I think he would like actually like take coupons out and he'd be like,
He would
"Here,
actually
use
use
it."
it. He would
100%.
actually totally, yeah. Okay, you know what? I think I might.
You
I
can
mean,
make
it's
it
a little
super
late
cute
now. We
too.
have a few days, so I don't know if I'll be able to get that together, but
If
I'll
you
let
can
you guys
though.
know how it worked out.
Yeah, if she's able to do it, we'll post it on Instagram, a little picture of it or something.
Totally,
If
yeah.
you're cool with
Maybe I'll
that.
even put maybe I'll even put a template, like a PDF or something, and people can just like update the text and just, you know,
Yeah.
print it out themselves. Let
Oh,
us know
that
if you'd
sounds so
like something
cute.
like that. I'll totally do it. It's gonna be my weekend project.
Yay. Maybe I
All
can
right.
use that
This
one
is
day.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. But that's it. This is the last one, right?
I can look up another one if you like.
Well, before we move on, how do we feel about this? Do we already talk about that?
I don't remember if we did. I feel like we did. I don't remember
I
though.
feel like we're pretty clear.
I definitely cannot remember the story anymore, what we were talking about at all.
Okay, so OP has a crush on a girl
Oh, okay.
and wants to know if the gift is too over the top, but it's actually a pretty low key gift. So
Okay.
personally, I feel like this is the perfect gift for someone who doesn't like presents.
Yeah, I agree. It's a bit weird to me, the concept, but I am sure that that's actually like fine.
You're
I
like,
agree.
sure, okay, some people don't like presents. That's weird, but
I was just thinking about like my college roommate, her boyfriend got her like they went to like this really really fancy restaurant that like actually had a driver pick them up. It was very fancy. And actually this is an amazing story. So they ordered a bottle of wine. It was like very expensive wine and they didn't think to get glasses, just like a glass of wine. And it was expensive. So they finished the bottle and they were like, we couldn't take the bottle because that's so tacky. So they drank it all there, and it was like super expensive, weird, like wine that's their bodies wasn't used to. So they came home and they were both really, really sick, and it was really funny.
that's a memory though.
Yeah, good
That's a memory.
times being there for my friends' Valentines. That was hilarious. I enjoyed that quite a bit actually. Is that horrible?
No, no, that's
I'm
a pretty
just
funny
super
story.
sinister. All right. The title is Any Ideas on What I Can Give My Boyfriend for Valentine's Day? For context, I'm a 20-year-old female. My boyfriend is a 19-year-old male, and we've been together for 4 months. We were already giving each other gifts for our birthdays and Christmas, so I've pretty much run out of ideas. LOL. He's given me a ring, a wooden percussion frog, and a pebble. It's a silly penguin thing, haha. While I've given him a pendant, a band t shirt, and a custom music box. I think my problem is I always want my gifts to be super sentimental and meaningful, so that kind of limits my prospects. He's planning on cooking for me this Valentine's Day, which I'm really looking forward to. I'm just worried that I won't be able to get him anything that matches such a lovely gesture. Any ideas would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much.
Coupon book. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just kidding. I don't know. What's a good present? They've been together for 4 months. She got him a band t-shirt. I missed one of them, but a music box.
A wooden percussion frog. You know, one of those ones that you go like that with a
Oh, that's
stick.
cute. That's a cute little thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so sentimental gifts. Yeah, you know what? One of my favorite gifts that I ever got from Justin was a handmade picture book he made when we were in college. And that was actually our first, dang, his first present to me was super sentimental and handmade. I'm just realizing that right now.
And you gave
Okay.
him a coupon book?
Coupon book. Yep. And
Okay.
so basically are you shaming me? I feel,
No, not at all. I just think it's cute. I didn't
so
realize my brother was so sweet.
it
So,
was so sweet. Yeah, it was basically he like typed out all these like little captions for all the pictures like, oh, this is our first time when we went to San Francisco. This is when we did this, did that, things like that. Yeah, that was one of my favorite presents of his. And he bound it in like this really pretty photo album that he bought. And yeah, it was cute. That was really cute. 4 months, I feel like they probably have had a lot of memories together at this point. But if there isn't enough to fill up a book, maybe doing, if the person is artistic, maybe making like a cute little flip book or something. Um, have you seen those little flip books that like when you flip it, it like turns into something, maybe
yeah.
something like that that has like a message, like a cute message, something that they can just like flip through sometimes.
Yeah, I definitely think that the flip book thing is super cute. If I'm being realistic, I don't even know what I would want or do because, to be honest with you, it's kind of hard for me to have an opinion sometimes on these things just because like I've been struggling with this, to be honest with you. I know you've been like all happy with them, but because they're sweet stories, but um I don't really have any opinion on specific gifts because I've just never been in a relationship. So it's a bit harder for me to like know what would be sentimental, I guess. Like I've gotten
Mm-hmm.
pairs presents from my dad and my stepdad and my mom, but like that's about it. So yeah.
I think a great present is something that, as a receiver, it's something that makes you smile, right? So I think it comes back to the love language. Like, what kind of things make you feel seen? Is it, um, that this person like pays a lot of attention to the little things, or is it that this person feels so much or so strongly about you that they will spend a lot of money, right? Like it depends on what kind of person you are, and that's what's going to make the gift great. This person, she says that she is a sentimental gift giver. We don't know what the other person feels or like what they want. We know what they've gotten her. So
Yeah.
they know that she's a sentimental person. So they're like doing their best to
Give that to her.
yeah, to fulfill that love language in her, right? So
Yeah.
we don't know what would be the best present for this person. Maybe they would hate a flip book. Like, I don't know.
I know. From now on, if you ever hear this podcast, make sure when you do something like this, you list the types of love language you and your partner like, so it'll be easier for everyone to help you.
Exactly. If you don't know the love language, at least give us some aspects of their personality, like they like this kind of music or whatever. Because honestly, one of my favorite presents has also been not super sentimental, but like a kind of a flashy present is concert tickets because I really like spending quality time with people, and that's a memory that we can make. That's a plan that we can make, so it's something to look forward to in the future. So whenever my sister is giving me concert tickets, it always makes me so happy because it can be just like a smaller artist or like to a local bar, like some night that's going to happen, and it's like, oh, that's a memory we can make, and it's going to happen in the future, something to look forward to. That's the kind of stuff that I like too. So
Yeah. Okay, on a side note from Valentine's Day, sorry. Did you see the Coachella lineup?
I think I saw that Kanye was gonna be there.
Hmm. No, it's just like all of the K-pop people are not there now, so I have no reason to go, and I'm very sad because Big Bang was gonna be there, and that was gonna be like their big, huge coming back thing, and they're not there anymore, so there's no point in me going.
I actually like a lot of the bands that are gonna be there. Um, so Big Bang was gonna be there before, and then they pulled out, or what?
Um, I think they were supposed to go to like 2020 or 2021
Oh
Coachella,
shoot!
and then that got canceled. And so I was just like, oh, they'll come back. And then like for the next one when we actually get to do it. And I don't see their name on that anymore. I don't even think I saw like Blackpink on there or anything. So I was just like, okay, then never
Well,
mind.
Blackpink was there already
Well, can't they come
at the
again?
last Coachella. I guess they
Can't
can.
they go to
I
more
think
than
it
one?
always depends too, like if they have new music that they wanna that they're are they touring. This is
I
gonna be the
have no
first
issue.
Coachella
Sorry.
since 20 to 19. That was when I went, was 2019.
Okay, but Big Bang has not had any activity since like 2016 or 2017 because that's when they all started going to the military. So they had no new music and they were going to go anyways and play their like original songs from their last albums. I know all the lyrics. I would be happy to go to their concert and listen to all their old songs. I know all of them by heart and I was like looking forward to it. As you can tell, I'm very upset by this because I don't see their name. I was really going to buy Coachella tickets for the first time and now I don't really care to.
Hmm.
Are you going to buy them? Are you thinking about it?
Oh no, definitely not. I'm excited to get back out there and go to concerts again, but it's not time yet for me.
I know. Honestly, I was like, okay, if they go, I'll triple mask. I'll quadruple mask if I can go and be with them. Not gonna lie.
Hmm.
I would do anything, but I guess it's good that they're not going because maybe they're gonna have a new album maybe this year or next year, and then I can listen to their new album. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise. But
Yeah.
I was just so looking forward to it.
I do miss the feeling though of just being in a crowd and just dancing with a bunch of people who just love the same thing you love. And I can't wait. But that time has not come yet. And so hopefully when we are ready to get out there, Big Bang will also be a part of that,
Honestly,
whatever that is.
if they don't want to go, I'm fine with going to Japan and watching their concerts in Japan because I love Japanese concerts. I've only been to one, but it was amazing. Super organized. Everyone was super respectful. it was the most amazing thing I've ever been to. So totally fine with just going there. Or to Korea, South Korea. Either one would be fine. And tickets are way cheaper. Super, super cheap.
Really?
Yeah, I had floor seats for winter, and I think I paid $150, and I was charged double because I was a foreigner. I was so afraid I was going to get scammed. So what I did was I found a site that was a reseller site because to get an actual ticket delivered, you had to have you had to be there. Like there's this little system in Japan, and you go to this little kiosk and you get your ticket. And obviously I couldn't because I was still in the States. So I paid someone pretty much to get me my ticket. You don't get to know where your seat is, by the way. I could have had a nosebleed seat.
Mm. But you
I
got
had
floor
no
seats.
I had no idea what my seat was until I got there. I was like showing everyone there my ticket because I don't speak Japanese fluently enough, and they were just telling me where to go. They were just pointing, and I thought I was gonna meet the band or something because I was going down weird paths, and I was on the ground floor, and I was just like, "Where are we going?" And I think I was in like the 17th row or something like that.
Wow, that's close, right?
Yeah, it was really, really close. I was not expecting to be
Do you know what
anywhere
the
near there.
venue is?
Oh, I don't remember what it was, but it was in Chiyoda. Um, I don't remember what it was, but it was at this beautiful park. Leaving was the most amazing thing. Everyone was super uniform, left very accordingly. They had it blocked off so that you could go straight on the subways. It's amazing. I chose my hotel to be right next to the concert location because I didn't want to have to deal with anything.
That's
But
smart.
it was amazing, and I
Yeah, you
100%.
don't after like standing or, dancing all night, you don't want to have to travel really far, especially in a different country.
Yeah, and I didn't realize about merch that the merch line where the merch line was. So I was chilling for like an hour outside the event until I noticed there was this big line forming. And the merch line had gotten so big, it took me about an hour and a half to get to the front of the line. And luckily, right when I finished buying my merch, they opened up to go inside the venue. So
Wow.
I made it just in time. Oh my gosh. Okay, last thing. I'm so sorry. I have to mention this. Craziest thing. No one cut lines. There was no line cutting at all. I was
Wow.
completely shocked. So we were going down the stairs because to go around the whole, you had to be upstairs to be in this merch line, and then you went downstairs to get to like the front of the line. I was on the stairs, and winter they came in through the front, which is where the stairs were, and the girls screamed and ran to see them at the other side of the stairs, and I stayed where I was. I was like, I'm not losing my spot. I'm not dumb. But when everyone came back, they all went back to where they were sitting and standing. Like no
Wow.
one cut, which completely shocked me to no end because I feel like 100% everyone here would cut, right?
Yeah, totally.
Also, if you ever do want to get tickets, like if you're going to pay $6,000 for a ticket for somewhere for a concert because you're paying like a reseller or something for tickets here in the States, I would just recommend like buying a ticket for the same person in Japan. You can spend like $200 for a ticket, and then that other amount of money you can literally just have a trip in Japan.
I don't think I would ever plan to spend $6,000 on a ticket.
Well, I just know some people have in the past, so I'm just saying,
Really?
like, yeah, I know people, like, I've been on forums where people are like, oh, rather than spend $6,000 on that ticket, just go to a different country where ticket prices are way cheaper.
I love live shows, but I don't think I could ever. There's nothing that's worth $6,000 for me.
I agree. I would never spend that, but I know people have. So that's it for this week. I hope you guys like these stories, and happy Valentine's Day to all.
Yeah, happy Valentine's, everybody. Let us know if you like this format, if you like us doing kind of an advice corner where we could just give our thoughts. And if you have any specific questions for us, love or non love related, feel free to send them to us. Please connect with us on the socials. We are at Coffee Plus Mochi, all spelled out, PLUS, on Instagram, on Facebook, everywhere. If you are watching on YouTube, please be sure to like this video if you like it and if you want to see more of it. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you can be notified in the future when we drop new episodes. If you're listening on podcasts, then please also follow us and be sure to turn on notifications. If you like our content, please share it with someone that you think would also enjoy it because that really helps. And if you are listening on iTunes or Spotify, please be sure to leave us a review, rate our show because it does help us. So thank you guys for being here with us today.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. We hope to see you guys next week.
Bye. I need some coffee.